Good evening, I am Melissa Khan with your Monday edition of News in Depth.
Family members of mother of three and newborn who succumbed during delivery mount protests. The family is calling for justice even as a doctor and two nurses from the New Amsterdam Hospital have been suspended by the Ministry of Health. Vanessa Lewis and her full-term baby girl died at the New Amsterdam and Georgetown hospitals. An investigation by the Ministry of Health revealed that the doctor and two nurses seemed to be negligent. Protest action was held outside of the New Amsterdam Hospital.
And my daughter tell me, you not come mommy, me go walk carry the food because me want to see baby first. You go come afterward. My daughter come and my daughter bring the food and my daughter bring the food. Me not hear from my daughter. Me just sleep on the yard at the back. My granddaughter run and bring the food. He said the nurse at the hospital want to speak to me. When me talk to she say use Vanessa, use who for Vanessa relative. I say the mother. She say your daughter baby die. And your daughter womb come out, she kidney damage up, and the baby dead. And she shot the blood, she didn't get blood and rush to Georgetown Hospital. When she talk them, I run and tell my husband and me rush down here. When we rush down here, when my husband park with the car and we go in, then say one bodyguard go in. By the time I run in, I watch me see my daughter from the stretcher because I see the clothes, the blanket where she got on. And she wrap up some, and I see her face, and I run in fast, and I run in by the doorway. When I run in, I ask the doctor if my daughter dead. They say no, they're shaking and get something at pump shop. When I pump shop, I run and feel my daughter, and my daughter done there for dead because she had things, she done there for dead.
Vanessa was transferred to the Georgetown Public Hospital where she succumbed hours after her arrival.
We need justice! We need justice! We need justice to get here!
Family members are seeking answers from the New Amsterdam Hospital authorities on what went wrong, resulting in the deaths of Vanessa and her newborn. The mother left behind three children. Melissa Khan, News and Dub.
More news after this break. Stay with us.
Shh. It's your new secret. The all-in-one weapon for perfecting imperfections and capturing flawless skin. A lot of brands forget women of color or just don't understand that we come in all shades. From caramel to ebony, there's such a range. Iman Cosmetics is for every woman and features a line of skincare products and cosmetics including 16 foundation shades, powder, concealer, lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, highlighter and BB cream. Visit us at Lot 75 Swamp Section, Rosal Town. That's behind the market. Or call 337-4422 or 688-9249. Shh.
Family violence is violence directed at another family member.
It can be physical, verbal, sexual, and more. Family violence leads to despair, destruction, and death.
It can happen to both men and especially women from any background. Children are especially vulnerable. And the stress and isolation due to the COVID-19 pandemic can increase family violence. Family violence is illegal in Guyana. If you or someone you know is experiencing gender-based violence, family-based violence, or sexual harassment, contact the Women and Gender Equality Commission at 231-5276 or 231-5298.
Or put an anonymous note in the post office boxes at the Guyana Human Rights Commission Building, the Guyana Post Office Corporation, the National Library, the Georgetown Public Hospital, and the University of Guyana.
Welcome back.
Gunshots rang out outside of the popular Palm Court restaurant on Byron Main Street last night, and when the shots ended, a Kitty man was dead. He is Ricardo Fagundes, known as Paper Shorts or Paper. The police are reporting that their investigations revealed that Paper Shorts was drinking at Palm Court with known colleagues when he received a cell phone call, and as he exited Palm Court, several gunshots were heard. He died on the spot. It's not clear whether the phone call is connected to his death. Eyewitnesses recall hearing the volley of gunshots and later saw the gunmen escaping in a waiting car.
Yeah, two man jump and start shooting just on the driveway. All I see. Me know that I'm asking that white clothes. There's a white wagon. I went in there, put my phone playing game, and when I hear it and I watch, I see and the man jumping, I can't drive away. I mean, check the time to see, and you understand?
No, I thought was no, like like when you drive in, then guys moving with the motorbike, and just flinging off the kind of song to the back. But then after some guys on, I said no, it's gunshot. So I run back. So when I decide to come forward now, then I see the man on the ground. Like 18 bullets alone collect, close range.
Fagundes is well known in the local biking fraternity and was involved in gold trading and was an associate of convicted drug dealer Shahid Roger Khan. Fagundes had various encounters with the law in the past. He was the subject of an investigation into a gold trading case where an alleged fraud was committed on a local bank about 4 years ago. Police charged an accomplice but searched his Sandy Bob Street Kitty residence as part of their investigations. He was also run off the road in a shootout several years ago as he was returning home. At the scene last night, family members, friends, and curious onlookers converged in shock and disbelief that Paper was killed execution style. The police quickly took control of the crime scene and started their investigations. There are reports that some 18 shots were fired and the police retrieved a number of spent shells from the scene. The lawmen are hoping that the security cameras around the area will provide leads that can aid investigations. It's unclear if all the cameras are working around the area, which is a stone's throw from the official residence of the President's State House on Main Street.
Range. Iman Cosmetics is for every woman and features a line of skincare products and cosmetics including 16 foundation shades, powder, concealer, lipstick, blush, eyeshadow, highlighter, and BB cream. Visit us at Lot 75, Swamp Section, Rosal Town. That's behind the market. Or call 337-4422 or 688-9249.
Sexual harassment is any unwelcome act, comment, gesture, or physical contact.
Street harassment is sexual harassment, but it is no joke. A woman's dress or behavior must not cause sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment is unacceptable, unwanted, unfair, and unlawful.
And in our COVID-19 crisis, the risk of violence and sexual harassment is even higher.
If you or someone you know is experiencing gender-based violence, family-based violence, or sexual harassment, contact the Women and Gender Equality Commission at 231-5276 or 231-5298.
Or put an anonymous note in the post office boxes at the Guyana Human Rights Commission Building, the Guyana Post Office Corporation, the National Library, the Georgetown Public Hospital, and the University of Guyana.
10 families will be moving into their own home thanks to a collaboration between St. Francis and Food for the Poor. The 10 persons were carefully vetted and met the requirements needed to qualify for a new home. Alex Foster, head of St. Francis Community Developers, said the focus of this venture was for persons of Angois Avenue, New Amsterdam.
I know that we have been working with you. We have been working with the Town Council of New Amsterdam and trying to sort out the problem. And we have been receiving some amount of support, and also we have been working with housing, and they have been a tremendous support to us. So we would like to thank you.
Andrea Benjamin, Senior Manager Projects of Food for the Poor, said housing is a basic human right.
The sole organization that is engaged in construction of houses that are given out to families free of cost. There's no other organization that does what we are doing on a wide scale. And as I said before, I'm very, very proud that myself and my team and also our community partners, such as St. Francis, that we are involved in ensuring that we meet this goal. It's a challenge, and Alice can tell you, and you will hear from Mr. Chamisu and Mr. Vincent about what we've been doing, how we're going about getting it done, what we're going to be doing for 2021. But we are happy to be here, and we are happy to ensure that these families today, that you go home smiling.
The housing component of Food for the Poor is special to them, said Food for the Poor's Chief Executive Officer Ken Benson.
Every time we come, we hear different stories of the issues people have had. This is what makes what we do very special to us. That's why we're Food for the Poor, not just to provide food and so on, but to help people to come out of poverty, to improve their standard of living. This is what we're about. And you know, when I would get the reports from our people, from Andrea and the staff, I'll get reports on the, you know, okay, we're building homes for 10 people in this area, 10 people in that area, or wherever. And they will give a rundown on the conditions that they're living under, basic information. But to come and hear some personal stories is always uplifting to us. To know that we've been able to come and help you in some way to better your life.
The partnership between Food for the Poor and St. Francis Community Developers is ongoing. Melissa Khan, News in Depth.
And that has brought us to the end of our news for tonight. For these and other stories, visit our website at rdproductiongy.com or our Facebook and Instagram page at Royston Joyce Production. On behalf of our news team, thank you for joining us, and join us again tomorrow for more news.